The long tail cast on is perfect for situations where you need your cast on to have a little bit of stretch. This is perfect for the top of a sock or a cuff or a neckline, somewhere where you don't want things to be too tight. We used the long tail cast on in a recent video where we made a jumper. Let's have a look at how we did it there. Now, if you've done our how to knit video, then you will have learnt the knitted cast on, but for this jumper, we're going to use something called a long tail cast on. And the benefit of that is that it gives us lots of stretch. So we take the yarn and just one of the needles. And because it's called the long tail cast on, we create, to start with, a long tail. So I'm going to just unravel lots of this. Now this cast on begins with a slip knot, and to create the slip knot, with what we do is we make a loop in the yarn, and then I'm just going to take the working yarn, which is the one attached to the ball, and pull it through the hole there. And when you pull, it creates a little slip knot. I'm just going to do that again for you. So we just make a loop and then pull the working yarn through the loop and tighten by pulling, and that creates a slip knot. And the slip knot you can tighten by just pulling the working yarn. So I'm going to pop my needle now into the loop of our slip knot and just tighten up. Now when we create a long tail cast on, the way that we position our hands is like this. So you will have the needle in front of you, you're going to have the working yarn, and that is the yarn attached to the ball at the furthest away from you over there, and then you're going to have the tail of the yarn, the one not attached to the ball, in front, right up closest to you. So we hold the needle here. What I'm going to do is to get you to hold your fingers in a little pincer movement like that and put them in between those two yarns. Then just grab the bottom of those two yarns with your bottom fingers there. And if you open those fingers up, it comes into a little diamond, and then you just bring the needle down. So to create a stitch, we put the point of the needle into the one by my thumb, into the loop by my finger, and then just pull. So I'll show you again. Put your fingers in, grab at the bottom, and just open your fingers up so it comes down into a V. Then I'm going to put this tip of the needle into the piece of yarn by my thumb, and then take it over to the piece of yarn by my finger and loop it through, and then release and pull, and that creates a stitch. Let's do that really slowly. So we put your fingers in between the two yarns and grab at the bottom to secure them. Pull the needle down, and then you nip the tip of the needle under the thumb yarn and then across and under your finger yarn, and then just pull, and it creates a stitch. Let's do it again. Fingers in a pincer through the two there and grab at the bottom. Open your fingers up and bring the yarn down, bring the needle down. Then we're going to go through that one and that one. So I'm going to go under the thumb and over and under the finger, bring it through and pull. Let's do that again. Fingers through the two yarns, grab at the bottom, open the fingers up and bring the needle down. Then we go under the thumb, over and under the finger, pull it through and down. Let's do it again. Through with your finger pincers, grab the bottom of the yarn, open up your fingers, bring the yarn down. So we go under the thumb, under your finger, and pull. And you see it gives you a really nice pretty edge, which is also nice and stretchy, which is what you want for a jumper. Also a really good cast on for hats or anywhere where you've got a little bit of a rib. So I'm going to put my fingers through, grab at the bottom, open up your fingers, under the thumb, under the finger and pull. Let's just do it one more time. So when the threads are hanging down, the yarn at the back is the one attached to the ball. The yarn at the front is the one that's nearest to you, is the tail. Pincer movement through the two, grab the bottom, open up your fingers, bring the needle down. We go under the thumb, under the finger, pull it through, and then just pull. And that is what we call the long tail cast on. So that was the long tail cast on. I'd love to know what you're going to cast on next. Leave me a comment and let me know. And don't forget to subscribe for loads more fantastic craft videos. Happy knitting!